Morning, everybody. This rant is brought to you by 7-Up. Things in my gut are boiling. The tribe of Judah. What's up? Now, the tribe of Judah, we have an Israelite problem here, because one of them name is Lebron James, who's a king only by his lineage, but he's not playing like a king. The NBA is letting this LeBron James ruin basketball. And while you guys are piling in here, and as I see them, you guys are all loading up. This guy, LeBron James, have been doing this for this entire season, his entire career. But let's talk about these Cleveland Cavaliers, aka the LeBrons. Now, LeBron scored 34 points last night. Kyrie scored 46. Kevin Love scored 21 points. All the moves they made, all the personnel changes, all the we need help, and all of this stuff that just happened, they totaled 101 points, those three guys by themselves. They scored 125 points last night. Their opponents, the Los Angeles Lakers, who have 50 losses already in the season. 50 losses in the season. They scored 120 points. So that means your entire team that you spent all this time crying about all these people you need only combined for 24 points? 24 points? From all those other players? And all you guys scored all those numbers. You should have won by 20. But you didn't win by 20. You won by 5 lousy points against one of the worst teams in basketball. With all you guys scoring double figures and scoring all of the points. So if it's just going to be you three scoring, the rest of the players can just sit out. You cried to get these people. Why? Because this team is a bunch of bums. I told you this. They do not play defense. So for all you Cleveland fans that are out there, this is for you. This is for you. They wish they had Wiggins. They wish they had Waiters. They wish they had a real team. You traded away a real team because LeBron James wants to be the manager. He wants to be the president. He wants to be the GMs. They need to take Cleveland off and just put LeBron on everybody's jersey. Because that's all y'all is a bunch of LeBrons. That's all. The Cleveland LeBrons. It's sad. The refs bailed him out, of course. The refs always going to bail him out. They wanted Mark Jackson to coach, but that's one fight LeBron didn't win. Tyronn Lue should be thanking his lucky stars because he wouldn't be the coach. The owner said we can't let him in because the way he viewed homosexuals. That's the reason why Mark Jackson isn't in Cleveland. The league has been holding him out because of what happened in Golden State. They think he has a problem with homosexuals and all that stuff. If you don't believe me, watch the truth behind why Mark Jackson got fired. I'm the only one brave enough to make that video. the Warriors have been beaten by some of the worst teams in the NBA. Well, let's talk about that. LeBron was coming off a day's rest, which means he didn't play against the Clippers, which is in the same building. You didn't even have to travel. They play in the same building. What do you need the rest for? Y'all are in the same building. The Lakers, the Clippers play in the same building. You did not have to get on a plane. You did not have to get on another bus to go to another town. This is what I talk about when I talk about the Cavs. Well, I'm sorry, the LeBrons. Now, next year, they might be the Akron LeBrons. Because your city has a team represented by a player that's running the entire team into the ground. And he's running the league into the ground. So how did LeBron need all these days of rest for? When you played the Lakers and the Clippers. So you didn't have a strength of schedule problems. Golden State had traveling issues. They got to travel from the Bay. That's a whole different, y'all don't know about LA and Oakland. Y'all think that's like next door. That's hours away from Los Angeles. They have to travel from Oakland all the way across to go play Milwaukee, then fly all the way to New York, fly back home for one game, fly back over here. So yes, the scheduling that they go through is more grueling than a lot of the other teams. So they might be more fatigued, especially if you're a shooting team. That's why you've seen Steph Curry shooting the way he's been shooting. And you're like, man, how did Steph fall off that bad? That's why. Of course I am. The NBA don't like me. That's why do you think none of my NBA videos make any of the top suggested videos? People can't even find those videos. They don't want people to know anything about anything I'm saying. Because I'm not saying what the conventional person is saying. I'm telling you the truth. And the truth is not a very popular thing. You know, no matter how much people say they want to hear the truth, they don't. They like to be lied to. They like, lie to me. Keep selling me the lie. I love it. Well, Andy Silver's not a commissioner. He's not. He's not there to commission the league. He's there to transition the Rainbow Coalition, the new Rainbow Coalition, into this new society we have. They're good at pop, generation, and culture. The general manager was actually, the guy who was up for the job is actually buddy with Adam Silver, who's the general manager of the Golden State Warriors. You know, and they got the Raining Man and all these other songs in there, and that's why it's all bubblegum. The NBA has turned to complete bubblegum. All-Star Saturday weekend has turned into complete bubblegum crap. You got Friday nights, you got Kevin Hart doing goofy stuff. It's turned into a circus. Everybody's wearing the Phoenix Sun costume, basically a mascot costume, and just flopping around on the floor with all these celebrities. They ruined All-Star weekend. The All-Star game sucks now because people don't know how to run an All-Star game or how to even play the game. They're just like, hey, you go ahead and do your dunk. All right, go ahead and do your dunk now, man. No defense being played. It's just a terrible game. Who's going to watch it? But my thing is, everybody wanted to make a big deal. They wanted to make a big deal about LeBron James. He played an outstanding game against the Utah Jazz. And he took over the whole fourth quarter. Think that what he's supposed to do? If I told you Kobe Bryant took over the fourth quarter, would you be excited about that? Is that something to tell somebody about? Or you be like, well, he always take over the fourth quarter. That's what he's supposed to do. So you told me one time LeBron James has done his job? One time he done his job? Wow. LeBron did his job, man, against Utah. But yet they can't stop nobody. You can't stop the Lakers. Somebody with a Portland logo on talking about some stop hating LeBron. You disqualify for conversation. Y'all have zero defense on the court. You got all these bums, has-been players on your team, and never-beens all on this team. I kept telling y'all this is a team of bums. They need to take that Cleveland off their jersey and put LeBron's. Because that's all y'all are. Y'all are LeBron's. Y'all been brought there by LeBron. Probably agency by LeBron. Everything is by LeBron. They gonna move the team from Cleveland to Akron, probably. Just so he can have a shorter trip to get to the stadium. Then LeBron's gonna complain he don't have enough tickets for his friends. Man, we gotta get more people to come to Cleveland, man. Y'all gotta make accommodations for my friends, man. Y'all gotta make some more accommodations. I'm having some more friends over. LeBron James, of course he's not. I told you what he is. He's a freight train with a basketball. Put a freight train on a basketball and say, go on ahead. He's falling off. He done been fell off. Wade has better. That's because Dwayne Wade took a team at Marquette to the Final Four in college. He was schooled on how to be fun on the foundations of basketball. LeBron was never coached. LeBron played high school basketball where they got the ball, did what he wanted to do. The high school coach said, he ain't gonna listen to a play I call. I don't care. I got ESPN in my games. I'm getting paid. So he comes and brings that attitude right to the worst team in the league, Cleveland Cavaliers. But they put him on Cleveland so he could be close to home. He wouldn't get homesick. So he didn't have to learn and struggle to be out there on the road, learning in a new city and everything else. They patted him on the back. They babied him. They stuck a pacifier in his mouth. And the NBA said, oh, we got you, LeBron. We gonna put you in Cleveland. Yeah, so you can be close to home. So you don't get homesick. Little baby. Then they put the baby into the NBA, changed the rules of the NBA so you couldn't play defense on LeBron James. Now let LeBron James go down the lane, knock people over, and lay the ball up a dunk. Yet, this is what we love. The only thing I like about LeBron that I really love is how much he stayed home. Meaning that he took care of the people he was supposed to. He could have easily left his baby mom, who been with him since high school, not married her, went off and got him a Kardashian. He could have done that and they would have loved him. No problem. I don't know if he cheated or not. That's the thing about LeBron. They gonna clean that up so quick. But I'm saying, at least he married the girl that was the mother of his children. At least he put money into the community. At least he did something for the people of Akron. He sent people to college. He done things. And put a program together. For that, I can't knock him. He's one of my favorite athletes on that part. Using his celebrity to actually do something. That's something Michael Jordan didn't do. But Michael Jordan never came from the ghetto. People don't realize that. Michael Jordan didn't have a rags to riches story. He came from they had money. He went to North Carolina. His family, they worked. They had good jobs though. So Michael didn't grow up in the area where people think he did. He grew up with some blacks, but he grew up around a lot of white people too. So that was his upbringing. But he played in Chicago. His career and everything was made here in Chicago. All these urban kids is what buy your shoes. These poor people buy your clothing, your shoes. You should want to do something for the poor people that are supporting you. Because if we didn't support you, the rich damn sure wasn't. Rich people don't buy Jordans. The poor people do. So by default, Michael should felt some type of obligation to do something for the city. And he didn't. Craig Hodges called him out on it. All he had to do was make an appearance. He didn't want to. And you saw what happened to Craig Hodges. That's what happens when you go against the popular person in the league. And you know what brother said? Man, you shouldn't speak up about Mike. That's Mike. Can't speak on Mike. They didn't care. So I'm never complaining about how much LeBron's getting paid. Because he should be sticking it to that racist owner anyway. I would have never came back and played for that racist owner. Couldn't do it. All the stuff he said about LeBron when LeBron chose to leave. He done built your net worth back up. Your net worth dropped by hundreds of millions. And LeBron knows his worth. I like the fact that he let his friends go to cool school, paid for their education, and when they came back, he employed them. Gave them the opportunities that they don't give black men are not given those type of jobs. In the NFL, which is probably one of the most racist organizations of all time, they act like black people are just inferior. Black people don't know anything about the sport. So let's just employ all these white people to these positions. They retire, and about 2 years later, here they are getting a GM job. Oh, here they are getting a manager job or a coaching job. Black man can't get nothing in the NFL when it's 90% African American that's on the field. What are you telling me? None of them have any experience. None of them, no black person in the world. We can only be a commentator of the sport. We can't get a managerial job. Oh yeah, that's me with the World Series trophy too. You know, that's who that is right there. Cause I helped bring it home. You getting the tour downstairs. People say that Trez when they had nothing else to say. But as a basketball player, I can't stand LeBron James. He's a great player. I don't like his game. He doesn't have a post move. He can't pass out of the post. He got a face-up basket. He can either run you over. He travels all the time. And I'm like, my goodness, it's like a guy who hasn't been coached how to play basketball. Dante Mayo, no, they just deceived you. LeBron James is not the 10th best basketball player in the world. Have you been watching basketball? LeBron James wouldn't even survive in the 80s. All LeBron does is travel and knock people over. The rule book says when you lower your shoulder and drive it into the opponent, that is an offensive foul. You cannot lower the shoulder. LeBron James' signature move is lower the shoulder and run you over. Barreling into an opponent, throwing the ball up. Uh-oh. Somebody was sending me a message. Please, I don't remember Isaiah Thomas barreling people over. Isaiah know more in his little pinky finger about basketball than LeBron James. No way. Well, I'm on my way to the Mercedes dealership. I gotta take the car in. So Queen. That's representation of the mothers of this planet. Now, where were we talking about? Yeah, he's getting old. But I'm not about one player being above every other player in the league. This is why I wasn't a huge Jordan fan. Free Smoke probably already in the cassette tape. I mean, not the cassette, but on the playlist. How about them bars, man? Free Smoke, Free Smoke, Free Smoke, Free Smoke. Free Smoke, Free Smoke. Hey, Free Smoke, Free Smoke. I was chilling in the crib. Now I gotta go to the dealership. I don't even want to go there. Feel like I got a membership. Gotta spend all my cash though. Get everything on the car though. Gotta fix it on the car though. All my interiors Merlot. I want to get it but it's cash. They said nah, talk fast. They said you talk too slow. Make the video go fast. Free Smoke, Free Smoke. Free Smoke, Free Smoke. Hey. Free Smoke, Free Smoke. Free Smoke, Free Smoke. Hey, Free Smoke, Free Smoke. Hey, Free Smoke, Free Smoke. Woo. All right. We finna hit the road and hit this dealership. They gonna try to sell me on a whole new Mercedes when I get in there. You know that. That's what they do. I be like, man, I'm here to get the oil changed. Well, I couldn't keep that up because they were gonna make a big fuss about it. They already was making a big fuss about it. The Drake and Jay-Z thing, they was making a big fuss about keeping that Papoose video up. So I just said, look, I wanted to show people what a great MC they was missing out on. And I think we've done that. So, believe me, I would have loved to have that on there. Yeah, see, you got to go to the dealership. That's one bad thing about having a Mercedes. All these other, the little small things you want to get done, like having interior light put in, people are terrified to touch a car. The guy was like, I can't, man. It might have a special clamp, man, and I don't have the tools. I'll be like, you know what? No problem. I'll leave you alone. Because I do not want you tearing up my car trying to do something. Free smoke, free smoke, free smoke, free smoke. Oh, what a time to be alive. He did turn him into a ghost. Free smoke, free smoke. Oh, LeBron James, he's a chump. Always crying on the court and stuff. Always out there serving. Need to pass the ball to Kyrie Irving. He's the MVP. I don't know why you even compare him to Kobe. Free smoke, free smoke. Hey, free smoke, free smoke. Hey. Yes, 473,000. Kyrie normally always outscore the queen, LeBron James. Kyrie was motivated. Duke lost. He's like, man, that's it. I'm mad. Oh, what a time to be alive. I can say that there's a majority that feels the same way as the other owners. I would agree with that point. Okay, there we go. I had to make sure my garage is closed. I don't like to leave out and leave my garage door wide open. Free smoke, free smoke, free smoke, free smoke. Hey, all owners are racist. They always want it at our places, but they want to take our places. Get out. Change location. Free smoke, free smoke. Hey, free smoke, free smoke. Well, Duke was never that good. Duke was never that good. I told y'all that. Yeah, I mean, everybody saw that. Duke lost all those games, then turned around and started winning towards the end. They were almost out of top 25. Oh, B. Moore Brown probably at work. Duke was playing like crap. They had the dirty player that kept tripping people, getting suspended. Then Coach K was flipping out on the team. They're not that good. UCLA was put in a bracket where they could probably run it, but they're not that good either. They're going to lose to Louisville. UCLA is going to lose to the first team that plays defense on them. I mean, AI did a whole bunch of... AI is like the coolest street dude we know. Kids love him. The hood love him. And he's gonna be good. Wait a minute. Yeah, I forgot. Louisville's out. So, I forgot. They ain't gonna play Louisville now. Louisville messed up my sheet. So, yeah, now UCLA will go to at least the Final Four. AI got more money than people realize. He got money put aside. He's going to get like $25 million. It would have been $50 million, but his wife's going to get half of that. So he's going to get $25 million from his hedge fund once he hits like 49. I think he hits like 49 or something. He gets his hedge fund. Plus he has his retirement. Yeah. Yeah, it's in a trust fund now. That was part of his deal from the Reebok that he signed to protect him from losing his money. He had a lifetime deal with Reebok. People don't realize the questions outsold the Jordans. He was the first shoe to ever outsell the Jordans. Everybody had them. Schools started getting, like Michigan State had a contract with Reebok. They start getting contracts with like shoe contracts with universities. Like when schools re-up their athletic scholarship and they pay the money for the shoes or whatever, the sponsorship, Michigan State was the first ones that had the questions. They had the green questions. Everybody started getting them. And then every university started wearing the questions. The questions sold for like 5, 6, 7 years straight. The very first questions. They came out in all different colors. You got the Carolina blues. You had them all in different colors in. The original questions were probably the most sold popular shoe. It had for people said, oh, that's because Jordan ain't playing. I'm like, look, the questions was what was up. No, the shoes were called the questions. AI name was called the answer. Get it? The question and the answer. No, only my face is fat, homie. Nothing on me is fat. Rick Ross is better than Drake? No way. Free smoke, free smoke, free smoke, free smoke. Hey, go listen to Free Smoke and you'll forget all about Rick Ross album. Go listen to Powers That Be, Rick Ross and Nas, and you'll forget about Rick Ross album. You're going to hear Nas' verse and say, oh my God, why is he with, why in the world is he on a song with Rick Ross? I don't know. I guess it's what entertains them. Why would JoJo Capone have me shook? What problem do I ever have with JoJo Capone? This is probably the first time JoJo Capone's name has come out of my mouth. Would I eat her Nicki Minaj's farts? Nah. And told me, do you want a Minaj with Nicki? All it takes is some coke. And I said, really? He said, oh yeah, she already did that with Cassie and Diddy. Free smoke, free smoke, hey, free smoke, free smoke, hey, free smoke, free smoke, hey, free smoke, free smoke. Well, I can't remember. Joe Buttons beat Royce to 5'9" any day of the week. When Nas is low on money, then the new album drops. Now, the word around the campfire is Jay-Z's getting ready to drop his album in the summer. Because that's how he wants to do it. He's the king of the summers and all that. Just OVO Sweatshop got something else. There's a crazy accident up here. Let me move. This one thing I hate about living in the woods, man. You got to drive far out for things you need to get done. Yeah, UCLA is a collectively better team, period. Ball is just a piece of the team. The team don't even revolve around him, thank God. They're a fast-paced, run-and-gun West Coast offense team. And it takes him a long time to shoot. And see, he's not that good. I mean, he's not NBA ready at all. He needs to stay in college. But his nuthead ass daddy is going to have him go to the league early, and then he's going to be sitting on the bench somewhere, and the NBA is going to make a story around it. I know I don't want to see him. OVO Sweatshop guy talking about somebody losing credibility. We were talking basketball. We talked about the LeBrons. How many points do LeBron James' opponents average against them? I would say it's about 106. Just off the top of my head, I would say the opponents average 106, period. So if any of you who are on the internet see, I can't. The reason why I don't do freestyles because I end up saying stuff that I shouldn't say. You know, and when you say stuff in freestyles with me, I just be bringing up stuff that was not meant for the public ears. Like the Cassie Diddy thing you just heard earlier. That's why I stopped with the no smoke. I can't keep doing that. I'll be exposing too much of behind the door stuff. You see Diddy put that message out on Instagram. Sean Stevens, can you please elaborate on what you're talking about? Because you keep bringing up a name that nobody's talking about on this chat. What are you talking about? LeBron is cheap. Why, you saw the movie or something? Probably. That guy's an internet troll. For real. I know of him. Yes, I know who he is. But me and him have nothing in contact with anything. We have no beef. Yes, I listen to Big Sean's album every now and then. People keep talking about this Page sex tape thing. I have no idea. LeBron James, what is he great at? Is LeBron a great shooter? I never rap with Kel. My cousin rap with Kel. LeBron James is going to try to get Dirk Nowitzki next year to play with him in Cleveland. So all these other guys are going to be hauled off. They waived Bogut after 2 minutes of basketball play in a Cleveland jersey. I don't even think he got a sweat in that jersey yet before he was out of the game. And they waived him. So LeBron James just wastes some more money from the company and got him on the team. Then he got his head down, he all depressed. LeBron could get 35 rings. He still wouldn't be better than Jordan, Kobe Bryant, any player in the league. It just is what it is. That's like giving credit to Stacey King for winning 3 NBA championships when he was on the Bulls team. Judd Bushler got like, 2-3 rings. These guys are like, I'm not saying he's those players, but they catered the league to him. They changed the rules of the league to open the lanes up to be more offensive so that you could score. They took the defense out of it. Oh, of course we got superhead stories. Got plenty of them. But she was a nobody back then. She was messing with a guy from the Locks. She was messing with one of them. Not like Jada and all them. I know he had the song, but she was messing with like one of them dudes. They was passing her around like cigarettes. And that was G-Rap chick, man. It messed up a lot of friendship with people with G-Rap. Then she became now she's like a Hollywood prostitute, basically. What she does now is basically prostitution. The guy, Bill Mayer, he was with her. It's crazy. All this resting player thing is ridiculous. But I understand it because partially it's the NBA's fault with the scheduling. When they came into this new agreement, they were like, look, guys played this many games and this and that, but they didn't have to travel ridiculously with this schedule. The scheduling was done a lot different. People not thinking about the logistics. That was like one team, Seattle, I think. They had to fly to London. They had to fly all the way back. Oh no, that was a college game. They screwed up the scheduling. That too. But they did that in college as well, where they had to fly to Hawaii, fly back to Michigan. People had to leave their class. They had no sleep. They was on the plane for I don't know how many hours. You had to go play one game in Hawaii, then fly back, I think it was Boise State. And they had to do that. It was ridiculous. I don't even eat Harold's chicken. Harold's chicken haven't been Harold's chicken since the 80s. It's like eating KFC right now. They haven't used the original formula in years. There's so many Harold's chicken out there, you can't even find the original one. Church's chicken, you just eating a bunch of fried skin and grease. You got one little piece of meat. No, for special players in the NBA, like LeBron James, they let these guys practice with some of the best players in the world. LeBron James, which y'all didn't see, they not only did he work out with Carmelo Anthony, all these guys got to go to like a pro league camp, work out with some of the best players in the league, see how an NBA game is played and how the level is played, and for LeBron to make the transition with all the celebrity was great, because no player his age had ever really done that at that level. But they catered to him for this to happen because they needed it to happen. Seattle getting the team back. Are they gonna start up the Supersonics again? Unless they got a new owner, I wouldn't even go through with it. I mean, y'all, they just let the owner just took the team out of the state, out of the city of Seattle. Oh, the Kings they gonna keep the franchise there. The people fought to keep the team there, but you got crazy owner who just keep getting rid of all the players. And I'm thinking, I'm so used to going to the gym, I took the wrong way to get here just to get to the gym. Now I might as well just take this street all the way down. I've already screwed up. Oh, the dealership is far. Dude, I live in the woods. But have you seen Cleveland run a play? It's high, screen, and roll. That's it. It's high, screen, and roll. That's it. Actually, I got two black neighbors. I got a black neighbor right across from me and another black neighbor on the side. Herb and Eric. They families live right across. I am the only person over there without a family. Nobody in that neighborhood, you can't live in that area and not basically have a family. You wouldn't be able to afford it. So the neighbors think I'm a drug dealer. You know, that's why they scared to talk. The other white people, they scared to come out and say anything. They just stay in the window and wave. Hi. Look, he's getting the mail. Drug dealer. Yeah, all the police harassment stories I got is from Cleveland. Is he an all-time great? I would say so. He's a great offensive player, but as he's gotten older, his game has digressed. He used to be aggressive driving to the basket. He's not really like that no more. His jab step is more like a shake now. Melo is, you know, he's not 100% there. But LeBron James, he fits on the team because he doesn't mind not being the guy. But there has to be a time where you need to be the guy. And that's the difference between franchise players and role players. When it's game time, when it's time to get everything cracking, when it's time to let them know, you gotta let them know. I mean, I'm not in a battle mode no more. I mean, I would have to be in a whole battle. You have to get yourself whipped up for something like that. Well, that shows you how far WWE has dropped as far as talent level, because you got two part-time wrestlers fighting in the main event of WrestleMania. Brock could probably win. Banks versus King Los. Oh my goodness. I'm finna upload a King Los video anyway today. I was supposed to upload it. I'll do it once I get to the dealership. I'm gonna show y'all King Los battling two dudes at one time. Los is just in the club chilling, and he saw a cipher and just got in it. He came out in the crowd, got in the cipher with the two dudes who was having the cipher and just got in it. He didn't even have to. Trannies wanting to use the bathroom. It's like, what do you have? Do you have I'm going to do it like my uncle. One of my drunk West Side uncles on my daddy's side of the family. Do you got a hot dog or do you got a hamburger? You got a hot dog, you going in the men's. You got a hamburger, you going in the girls. Hot dogs and hamburgers. That's what it's all about. I saw that ridiculous movie, Sausage Party. I laughed only one time in the entire movie, and I was like a chuckle. The rest just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Oh yeah, come on now. The 04 Pistons versus the bad boy Pistons. You guys are out your minds. We didn't know what three-pointers was. We had like 4 3-point shooters on the team. Isaiah Thomas shot a very high percentage from 3. Joe Dumars shot a very high percentage from 3. Mark Aguirre could shoot threes. Our center, Bill Laimbeer, shot threes, who had a finals record of hitting 6 threes in an NBA Finals game, which was a record at the time, was set by Bill Laimbeer. See, if you didn't know or didn't watch the 1990 Detroit Pistons, you wouldn't understand all of this. So I understand your confusion. We were a very deadly team, and we were defensive-minded first. Piston basketball is defense first, offense second. Now, LeBron James and his team of LeBrons, you know, because that's all they are. They're just LeBrons. They're nothing else but that. I can't even call them the Cavs no more. They're just the LeBrons. Playing in the LNBA, the LeBron National Basketball Association. I just passed this place. They got a dog groomers right next to the pizza parlor. I could never eat there. I'm like, y'all got a dog grooming place right next to the pizza company. Who in the world would eat there? All that dog hair be blowing out from the dog groomer's place, blowing into the next door restaurant in the kitchen when they cooking. Now you got dog hair up in there. I can't even function. I'm like, this was a bad idea. Whoever thought this was a great idea to do was dumb. Yeah, put on passion fruit so that I can get my whole video flagged that I've been talking on for 1 hour. Jimmy Iovine versus Tupac. Well, that's interesting. You saw Isaiah showing how you play defense when he was on when him and Baron Davis was out there. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, man. I've seen a video recently with Wack and his car playing some Tupac. You know, I don't know what is his motivation or what is he trying to do besides draw attention to himself. You know, before I would question the motive or say, you know, because I talked to Wack and like, man, like, what is you doing? He was like, man, I was trying to do this. And this wasn't my intentions and such. And then all of a sudden, Wack is back doing videos. I'm like, dude, if this wasn't your intentions, why? And that wasn't what you talking about. Why you keep talking about it and making videos about it? Well, that was Funkmaster Flex, one, who said that about Hit 'Em Up and not K-Slay. I'm sorry, Sean, that you're bored. What do you want to talk about, LeBron James? Talk about LeBron. What's good? You see how long it's taking me to get to this dealership? The state fire marshal just passed me. That's how long it's taking me to get here. Because I made the wrong turn. I remember in LA, they was finna beat Eminem up. They grabbed Eminem by his shirt. They was finna punch him right in his face. It was in LA. Eminem was finna get his butt whooped for what he said about Tupac. That's why he started praising Tupac. They was finna straight do it to your boy. Oh no, this is before the Source Awards. This back when he had just had his first album out, the Slim Shady LP. He had did a freestyle from back in the days, and he went on stage and did it, but once he became popular, he did the same freestyle. And once he did the same freestyle, people didn't like it then. I still keep my two sides filled. I keep the same that got Tupac killed. And the Outlaws was not happy about that. And neither were people in LA that he didn't even know. And they straight grabbed him. I mean, like, you know how you grab somebody up? They grabbed him up. And ever since then, he was Tupac, my guy, he's my favorite artist. When actually his favorite artist was LL Cool J. He liked Naughty by Nature and LL Cool J. Those were his favorite artists at the time. So it was Tretch and LL Cool J was his favorite artists. A lot of stuff y'all didn't know. Bonzi Wells was about to stab or shoot one of the players when he was with the Blazers. He's finna shoot and stab a player. They traded him to another team. They had to get him out the league because him and another player was finna go at it on some gangster stuff. So they had to get rid of Bonzi Wells. They put him in like Vancouver. They like send him to the Grizzlies. That's why Bonzi just disappeared off people's radar and you ain't hear nothing about him. A lot of stuff you didn't know, buddy, in the NBA. Chris Webber was finna propose to Tyra Banks, and then he saw she was spending up all his money. He had bought her an engagement ring. He was finna marry her and everything. And then she was sleeping with another dude behind his back. And then he had bought that $50,000 or whatever engagement ring. He took everything back, called off the wedding. The whole nine. She was spending up all his money. He didn't even know, like, man, how did she charged that to my account? She charged this? Oh yeah, she charged it all to you. This stuff you probably never gonna see on a video. Oh, wait a minute. This might be a video. I forgot. So I guess it is on a video now. Took LL Cool J rope chain off his neck when he was driving in that convertible. and he came through that drive-through. He came up on him like, like my man Kane did in Minister Society. Oh, what you trying to kick knowledge? Take this off. Give me that. And order me a double burger with cheese. We supposed to be brothers, man. No, they're just promoting that mentality because that's what people follow. Whatever you see on television or whatever you hear on the radio, that's what people want to do. They start giving the trap guy the microphone and the headlines. And once you start doing that, you got everybody want to trap now. Everybody want to act like they in the trap. People ain't even down south talking like they down south. Yeah, girl, yeah. You know, people just had that southern drawl. You got relatives down south that just naturally talk like that. What I do that there, what I did that about there. And but you ain't that thought lately. You know, some people like, what did he say? And other people like, oh yeah, I know what he's talking about. You saying you thought like Lee. Now, see, people don't understand. Down south have a thing where it's down south and then it's the country. Now, there's down south and then there's the country. Now, you could be down south and it's more modernized than people in the country. Now, there's people in the country that lives in, I mean, like 1835. It has not changed. And they don't want it to. These people in the places in the country is nothing but dirt roads. There is no concrete nowhere. All the houses is made out of wood. They never heard of a basement. They probably barely got electricity. They a deep country. And they like their country house, and that is it. They got that red dirt that'll mess up your gym shoes and you can never get it out. Those are the roads where they got those little red fire ants that tear up your leg if they get on you. That's how you know you're down south, buddy. Oh yeah, dark, so dark at night you can touch it. Okay, now we getting somewhere. So tell me right now, how do you view this year's NBA? Do you think the league right now is where it needs to be? Ben said yes. Why do you think the league is where it needs to be, Ben? How in the world Kevin Durant going to the Warriors messed it up? But it was all right when LeBron went. LeBron came to Cleveland and they got rid of Deion Waiters. They got rid of Wiggins. They got rid of a team that was getting ready to build to be something. So they got rid of everything for LeBron James. Do you realize this? He brought 16 other, he came with 15 other players on the Cleveland Cavaliers. People act like LeBron just went there and didn't bring Chris Bosh. And Chris Bosh was no factor. Bosh was a major factor. He was averaging almost 25 and 10 when he was in Toronto. He had to change his game to play with LeBron James in Miami. They had Haslam. They already had Dwayne Wade. This team had won an NBA championship before LeBron even came there. Exactly. You compare them to Golden State when they built their team off of the draft. Curry, Draymond, and Klay Thompson. That's the draft. That is the strength of the draft. And everybody they got were journeymen that nobody else wanted. Nobody wanted Iguodala. Nobody wanted Livingston. Nobody wanted those guys. Barbosa was out the league. I'm on my way to the dealership. But before I go there, I got to get gas in one of the biggest Latin King territories ever. Like, I got to go to this gas station because I have to go. I should have never gotten this low on gas. That's one. I have to go to this gas station in the Latin King neighborhood. I mean, LeBron James is just so terrible. I mean, his game it's gotten so bad, you wonder, was he ever good? The Latin King shot up the store, shot the store owner, everything. The store owner lived, and they never replaced the windows. Never replaced the windows. That's been years ago. Unbelievable. And then he was in violation with the Latin Kings for doing that because that guy that owned that store is like they guy. And this whole complex is Latin King. Like every Latin King in the world stays here. It's like they put that on the survey. Are you a Latin King? Okay, well, sign right here. Here's your home. So it was no orders for him to do that, what he did. He was going off drugs. And that's why I keep telling these people, drugs destroy your minds. There's no need for it. They only gonna get you in trouble. Why would you have to say? Why would you have to say that? Watch the film. What film? Oh gosh. I don't know. Somebody said Justin Bieber or something. I don't even know what you're talking about. They playing something here at the station. Absolutely. You see those windows? Ooh. Never got them fixed. Well, good. They should leave me alone. No, I was a no G.
Treat your car to tender, loving care with our car wash. Our car wash gently cleans your vehicle and keeps your car looking showroom beautiful.
I was in no game whatsoever. They didn't have any benefits for me. I'm like, okay, so I'm supposed to lay myself on the line, right? I'm supposed to go out here. We can all get in this war, right? I might get stabbed, shot. What's the point here? Is there some money at the end of it if we win? What happened if we beat the other game? We get drunk, we eat some wings, and we kick it. We play music, and then they might come and shoot up the place. So we gotta be on point. I'd be like, okay. That don't sound like something I'm really interested in. I'm like, but what if I get hurt, something? What about the doctor? Doctor? No, my homie here stitch you up. He got some thread and needle and stuff. We got you. You get territory. Territory for what? Is territory gonna get me paid? But when it's out of your control, then it's the powers that be. Oh, that's Nas right there. And powers that be. You said get their clientele. So I guess that means if I'm in the gang, I have to sell drugs? That's the part of the gang and I get their territory? That what you saying? Do I get it or do the actual gang get the territory? And how much of a percentage am I supposed to get out of the territory? Then if I go to jail, do they have my bail money? Where's my health benefits if I'm shot? Anybody taking care of the family? Then I can't go anywhere. I'm gonna be on a 4-block radius. I wander off my block. I get my head blown off. Like, oh man, you on the wrong set. What? I am? Yeah, man. Can't be over there. Boom, it's over. Now, why in the world would I want to limit myself like that? So to me, gang banging didn't make any sense. That's a short-term thinking. Gangs is short-term thinking. You're only gonna be dead in jail. That's it. There's probably 0.2% people that's like, I retired rich with all my faculties. Other than that, you don't see no one else. All the gangbangers are in jail fighting over turf. Then you got fake gangbangers out here now, where this guy from one gang, this guy from another gang, but we cool. I just never understood the philosophy of being in a gang. I came up in a family environment, so it's family, and that's it. You know, it's like, hey, family's this and that. You have your group of friends. You actually do things. I don't see nothing productive about spray painting on other people's property. I didn't see that, you know, and having my hat turned a certain way and only want to wear blue and black. Sometimes I might want to wear red. Sometimes I might want to wear red and black. Sometimes I might want to wear yellow. Maybe you can't do that. I mean, Chicago is the home of the gangs. There is so many gangs in this city, buddy, it would make your head spin. It's completely nuts. You can have unity and not be in a gang. So gang is about unity. You can have unity and don't be in a gang. See, the problem is most people think that they're better than people because they're not in a gang. And that's what people have to stop. It's like, look, you don't know why people could have been born in it. Their mother and dad could have been gang members, and you could have just been inherently born into this. So you don't know any better. This is what you were taught. You grew up with gangs in your household. So you can't judge people like, look, man, you in a gang. You should have known better. Gangs are bad. I'm like, I fortunately didn't grow up in that era where I had that in my household. You know, I didn't have gang members that were in my immediate family. Any little guy that's selling a pack of drugs, from what I've seen, from having friends, when you go to school and you start seeing these guys, everybody keep thinking they the cartel. And they working they right next to the Connect. Yeah, I had a friend lose his life due to drugs. A lot of people lost their lives getting shot at, killed, and didn't gain anything from it. That was the thing. It's like, you didn't gain anything because he really didn't have nothing. So it's not like you took his territory and nothing. You just killed him for nothing and just put yourself in jail for life. So you just killed, it's 2 lives lost. It's part of a death cycle. I agree with that. Because the person who actually kills the other person, he dies too and don't even know it. But see, they need you to feed the system. You guys feed the police department. You guys keep the government. You keep everybody moving. All that's craziness. But if we policed ourselves and brought crime down, which they actually did, once the little babies started dying, they started actually doing some police work in the activity in that area to keep the crime rate down. Next thing you know, it was no shooting deaths for a whole week in Chicago. How did that happen all of a sudden? Because people said, hey, we got to cut this out. These are 6, 9-year-olds or 4-year-olds, 2 getting shot at a time. These are little babies dying now. Now it's going to make the news. Now it's world news. We got to do something to shut this down. And next thing you know, they start putting the police presence in the area. And what do you know? No shooting deaths for an entire week in Chicago. And what happened? They took the police presence away. People start getting shot again. So if they know what to do to stop it, why are you not seeing more of it? And I applaud Chance. Even though his father's a politician, and I don't really like politics too much as far as, you know, the games they play, he's trying to do something. He's trying to put programs together to actually strengthen the school systems by putting his money back into the schools. But that's only part of it. He's coming up with programs that's going to fund education for the urban and the poor. Now, this is a guy who just had one album independently, and he was able to put up $1 million. Where are these other artists that come here, they do shows and everything here, but yet, where's the money? You know, Martellus Bennett, who used to play for the Chicago Bears, he joined Chance the Rapper, and he's going to put up another $100,000, is what people didn't realize Chance also did. He put up $100,000 also to go, $10,000 to go to 10 different schools. And he listed the schools that he was going to send the money to. And the reason that it was done this way, was because he wanted other people to get involved. He's going to match it. You know, like, come on, put the money up. Let's raise the money together. Let's do something. You know, everybody else is just talking. That's why I'm like, everybody keeps sending me videos of Dr. So-and-so. Man, Dr. So-and-so said this. Dr. So-and-so said that. And I'm like, dude, everybody is saying something. It's about time somebody do something. That's what I'm saying. Everybody needs to get involved. You got all this doctor, this guy, this died. Man, put all your money in a black bank, and then everything gonna be okay. We just put all our money in a black bank. I'd be like, oh God. People don't, they have good hearts and they on the right track. It's just that they don't really think things through. And I think that's the problem. Yeah, that's because people live off that negativity. If somebody told them I could be rich for being a thug and a gangster and I can get a record deal, what you think these people gonna do? They gonna go out, smoke all the drugs they can, because the guy they idolize smokes drugs. Lil Wayne started, you guys are in the Lil Wayne culture. Lil Wayne is the father of y'all culture. Once Lil Wayne became the leader and follower of y'all culture, with him sipping the lean, even guys was doing it before him, he became the face of it. He became the father of y'all culture. And because of him, everybody had to have a Lil Wayne. It was a Lil somebody. Young this. Lil and Young. Those guys were everywhere. You got Young Jog. Young Jeezy. All these guys start coming out the woodwork. But they all came off the back of Lil Wayne. He was the guy they were going to use for everything. Because Eminem had played out. Eminem had played out, burnt out, and was just out of the picture. Nobody was worried about him. Wayne took it over. And when Eminem wanted to come back, what did he do? He was going to diss people like Lil Wayne and Kanye's and the Drakes, and it was like, they were like, no, don't do that. You'll isolate yourself. We need you to unify and get those fans too. So he comes out, gets on a song with Lil Wayne, and just murders Lil Wayne on his song. So all the Lil Wayne fans are like, man, I didn't know Eminem went hard like that, man. He went hard in the paint. You know, that's when Hard in the Paint was everybody's song. Prince, there is a video about Papoose and Uncle Murder that I've done already. That's why we don't talk about it no more, because it's already been done. You have a timeline, you have a search. It's very easy to find. We've already done that video.
The Lord is my witness. Lord is my...
So, anybody here believes that the Cleveland Cavaliers are the best team in the NBA? Okay, I'm hearing yes, I'm hearing no. What do we have here? Yes, no? Okay, I get it. I feel it. So now you're telling me the Cleveland Cavaliers can make it. Okay. Cleveland Cavaliers is top 10? Oh, wow. LeVar Ball, I'm going to talk about him in a minute. But I just wanted to see how many people actually thought they were the best team in the NBA. I mean, not saying the fix. We know they're going to put them in the finals. But we're saying, do you believe that they're the best team in the NBA? Not if you think they're going to repeat. Do you believe that they are the best team in the NBA? I want to know how many people believe that they're the best team in the NBA, the Cleveland Cavaliers, right now. Not if you think they're going to win a championship. Do you believe that they're the best team in the NBA? Dante Mayo, you are completely nuts. Dante Mayo, why do you believe that? So the majority of the people in here already know Cleveland is not the best team in basketball. But we already believe that they're going to be put in the NBA Finals. The Golden State Warriors. Next is probably the Boston Celtics that I've seen that's improved. I've told teams that was improving and actually becoming better basketball teams. Washington is really good. They just have to learn to be consistent. They don't know how to win from a night-to-night basis. But they're getting better. Boston is more dangerous than anybody could ever imagine. As we finally arrive to the dealership, after taking a 6-hour journey to get here. That's what happens when you live in the woods, buddy. Mercedes dealership. I gotta go in here and hopefully I don't get sold a car. Bam. Woo, this is the man cave here. What should I get, y'all? Should I get the logo installed in the dash? What should I get? Oh, the TV with the headrest. Yeah. Should I stun on them? Which rim should I get on there? Probably get these, right? Is these? Well, let me go on here and take care of business. So, yeah, they clean though. But like we were saying, Cleveland is not the best team in the NBA. And since they're not the best team in the NBA, we automatically know what they are. I know exactly. I gotta pay too. I'm trying to get that money up too. We putting out 13,000 videos a day, right? Gotta get that tax money up. Gotta pay Uncle Sam. I ain't worried about no chasers. I'm worried about Uncle Sam. So that's where we're at with it. Oh, I think I see my calling card. So we rolling. All right, y'all.